Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kara, and today's video is going to be a Q&A. So over on my Living in Asheville Facebook group, a few weeks ago I asked what questions different people have about Asheville, the real estate market, personal questions, really anything. So today I'm going to go over a few of those questions. Also, if you are not already a member of my Facebook group, I would highly recommend joining. It's a really great group of people and we share different fun things to do around Asheville, great restaurants, great hikes, and I also host meetups in that group probably every month or so. So I would love to see you over there. I'll leave the link in the description box below. Alright, let's jump into some questions. So the first question is, where are dogs allowed in Asheville and where are they not allowed? So I would say Asheville is probably one of the most dog-friendly cities that I've ever lived in, but probably out of most places across the US. So many places here do allow you to bring your dog. There are actually some businesses whose business model is based around bringing your dog. For example, there's Wag Bar in Weaverville, which is basically just a really big dog park with a little swimming pool and like obstacles and different fun things for your dog to play with. And in the middle of that, there is a bar. So you can drink beer, hang out with friends, and your dog can hang out and meet other dogs. There's also Down Dog Yoga here in Asheville, and that's a really neat place too. They have yoga, they also have a play area for your pets, and I want to say, I don't know if this is a constant thing, but at least one time they had an event where they had mimosas also, so you might be able to get drinks there as well. In addition to that, I would say most restaurants that allow outdoor seating, as long as they're not super fancy places, most likely will allow you to bring your dog. There are also a bunch of dog parks around as well. I don't know what's going on with the sun today. I'm just going to be kind of speckled and I can't really move and get it off of me. So we're just going to work with what we got today. Question number 2 is, how do you handle property lines between neighbors? I'm not 100% sure that I understand the question, but if you're asking for how to actually determine where your property line is, then I would highly recommend getting a survey. Do keep in mind that surveyors are pretty booked up right now, so it could take you a few weeks, maybe even a few months to actually get a survey completed. But that is really going to be the best way to determine what the property lines are. Also, if this is a home that you purchased recently, then you could also reach out to the attorney that you used to purchase the property, and it's possible that they actually found a survey that was on file or something similar that would be able to actually tell you what those property lines are. Question number 3 is a big one, and it is, what are the best parks, trails, art festivals, and farmers markets in the area? So this is definitely a few different questions in one, so I'll break it down. Let's first talk about the best parks and trails in the area. Now there are way more parks and trails than I could ever possibly list out in one video, but to highlight some of my favorites, I really do enjoy the trails around the North Carolina Arboretum. I posted a video there, I think it was April of last year. I'll leave the link to that video here in case you haven't already seen that one. I also really enjoy going to the botanical gardens. There's also Beaver Lake just north of Asheville. That's a 2-mile loop around the lake. Lake Tomahawk and Black Mountain is really beautiful as well. The Craggy Garden Trail off the Blue Ridge Parkway is really nice. The Visitor Center Trail off the Parkway is also a good one. I'd say that one's best for like a midweek walk. It's nothing super exciting, but it is really nice and really close. There's also Catawba Falls, which is currently undergoing some renovations and won't be open until spring of next year, but that's one of the closest waterfalls to Asheville, so keep that one in mind when it does open back up next year. In terms of art festivals, there are quite a few. So we actually just had one this past weekend over Memorial Day weekend in Pack Square. It was the 2nd annual Asheville Arts Festival. There's also an Art in Autumn festival in Weaverville. I think Black Mountain does an art festival in June, I want to say. And Asheville also has a lot of pop-up events. If you're looking for art year-round, I would say that the River Arts District is a great place to go check out. and also the Folk Art Center off the Parkway. I really love that place, and both of those are open year-round. In terms of farmers markets, each side of town has a tailgate market. I'm not sure the frequency of each one, but I know that East Asheville has one. I want to say it's maybe every other week, maybe once a month. I can't remember exactly, but you can definitely look up that info online. The north side of town has that as well, and I believe west and south have that also. In addition to that, there's also the WNC Farmers Market, and that is on the southwest side of town, but really close to downtown Asheville. And that one is open 7 days a week, year-round, and supports local farmers as well. For me personally, I joined a CSA this year, and it is called Mountain Food Products, and so far I'm really loving it. We just got our first box last week on Thursday, May 26th, and it's really great quality, and they give you quite a bit as well. I did end up going with a larger box, as I do tend to eat quite a bit of fruits and vegetables, and I wanted the extra variety. It's quite affordable too. We did get the early bird pricing, but even so, I think it's right around $25 a week for the large box. I may be a little bit off there, but it's right around that price range. They also have an egg share that you can sign up for as well, and this CSA runs through the first week of November. I'll leave the link to it down below if it's something you think you might want to join, and there are other CSAs in the area as well. I know that there are a few meat ones and some other fruit and vegetable ones also. The next question is, what are the best resources to find listings of upcoming arts and crafts festivals? So there are a few different places. I would say to definitely check out exploreasheville.com, and also if you live in a particular town, let's say Weaverville or Black Mountain, I would also recommend looking at that town website, as they'll most likely have those listed on there as well. Also, I did mention this a little bit earlier, but if you're not part of my Facebook group, you might want to join that as well, because I do tend to post about different art festivals, different events, new businesses opening up, and different things about the community. So that might also be a great resource for you to find out about different events like that. The next question is, do you have any advice for out-of-state people looking to move and buy in Asheville? And yes, I do have quite a bit of advice regarding that. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Definitely hit the subscribe button down below. I do have a lot of videos on this topic. Most of the videos on my channel are about exploring Asheville and different neighborhoods and different towns in this area. Also housing market update videos monthly, as well as some buyer and seller tips. Also, if there are any specific topics that you want me to film a video on in terms of out-of-state buyers moving to this area, definitely leave me a comment down below and let me know, and I will consider doing a video on that too. Alright, the next question is, what historic architecture can be found in Asheville? I really think that this is quite a unique question, and I really enjoyed this one. So you may not know about this, but there is actually an Asheville architecture trail, and this features a variety of historic architectural buildings downtown. It's really a self-guided tour, and you can look at as few or as many as you want to. I'll leave a link about this in the description box below. I would definitely recommend checking this out. I know that it highlights one of my favorite buildings downtown, and that is the Grove Arcade. So if you do check that out, let me know what you think. The next question is, how does the population break down in terms of age and education level? So I did actually look up a few statistics about this before I filmed this video, so that I made sure I was giving you guys the appropriate information. So for Buncombe County, the median age is right around 40, give or take. I saw 39, 42, 40, so I'm just gonna say it's right around 40 for the median age. In terms of education level, 92% of residents have a high school degree or higher, and 41% have a bachelor's or higher. Of course, these statistics may vary a little bit depending on where you get your data, what year it was taken, but I did try to take data from the Census Bureau and a couple other sites as well. The last question is, what medical facilities are available? So there are a few hospitals in the area. Asheville has Mission Hospital. There's also another one in Hendersonville, And there's another hospital over near Waynesville. I think that one's called Haywood Medical Center, if I'm not mistaken. So there are a few hospitals, and there are also quite a few specialists in this area as well. Asheville also has quite a few holistic doctors, which is something that I personally greatly appreciate. And I know a lot of people here locally do like that as well. So I would imagine that no matter what your medical needs are, you'll probably be covered here in Asheville. But definitely do your research before moving to a new area. Alright everyone, well that's everything that I have for you today. If you like this video, definitely consider hitting the like button down below. If you would like me to film more videos like this in the future, definitely let me know, and leave me a comment down below with any questions that you hoped that I had answered today, and I'll be happy to get back to you. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, share this video with your family and friends, and go ahead and join my Facebook group as well if you're not already part of that. Also, really quickly, if you would like a copy of my free home buyer guide, or if you would like a free comparative market analysis done on your property, then please feel free to reach out to me. I'll leave my contact info in the description box below, as well as at the end of this video. Alright everyone, that's it for today, and I will see you very soon in the next one.